Well, Mr. Ranger Doggy, it says we're live. Live. Let's get some coffee. Let's get some coffee. Daddy slept in this morning. Daddy slept in this morning a little bit, huh? Well, just a little bit, like an hour and a half late. It's all good. It's good. It's all good. Yeah, I did a little sleeping in this morning. Yes, I did. Did some sleeping in this morning. I certainly did. A happy. A super duper happy Sunday. Fun day. Hope all is well spelled. Totally hip and groovy. Good coffee. Totally hip and groovy in your own neck of the woods. Yes, I did some sleeping in this morning. I'm sitting on my extension cord here. It's kind of, we didn't make a fun little seat. Anywho, we had a bunch of rain last night. Well, this morning, the rain didn't start till 4 o'clock this morning. Like, just a few little sprinkles, then all of a sudden, wham, downpour. Here comes the rain. Like, machine gun style, you know? Good morning, K-Dog. Much love to you, my brother. I'm glad you're joining me this morning in the old VW bus. Hope all is well, swelling, totally hip and groovy with you, man. So, yeah. Oh. You're right, K-Dog. I didn't mean to drop you. I apologize. Mr. K-Dog, I apologize. Yayuna, good morning. Good morning, Yayuna. I was hoping you'd catch me at this time. Yeah, it's a little late for my coffee talk, but I slept in this morning. I was tired, and the rain was pitter-pattering. And like I said, I woke up at 4 and had to quickly pull in my air conditioner because it started like getting wet in the bus. And so look at this. I quickly piled everything in here, and all that up there is wet towels and my wet clothes, like the clothes that I had on when I was pulling everything out, because I got instantly wet as soon as I went outside the bus, like instantly wet. And so yeah, it it made for an exciting wake up at 4 o'clock this morning. So I quickly pulled everything in, then got back in the bus and kind of dried off, got a dry towel out, dried off, and then I dozed back off. And I woke up like at 7:03, and my really good friend, a friend of mine, you're all good friends. She's a good friend of mine. She's a special friend of mine. And she was wondering why I wasn't awake, or why I haven't done coffee talk, or if I missed coffee talk, or maybe she missed coffee talk. I was like, no. I just waking up, man. You have surgery tomorrow afternoon, K-Dog? I'm putting in those groovy vibes for you, brother, man. Surgery is never fun, never good. Well, it's good, could do good things, but it's a scary feeling, you know? Yes. So yeah, we had a bunch of rain last night. My plan was to do my coffee talk at normal time, 6 a.m., get around and go play some early golf. But like I said, we've had an abundance of rain, and more rain is on its way. So yeah, I'll go when I break camp down. I'll go do my laundry, and I'll go buy a torta My friend reminded me it was torta day. Torta day. Torta day. So yeah, we've had a lot of rain last night. Well, from 4 o'clock on. Meet the boo-boos. Meet the boo-boos. Sorry about that, folks. A little that was a little technical difficulties. Yes, Alma. It is cool outside. It's very cool outside. Here in the old VW bus, you're going. It's about 74. Fix the pin in your neck, huh, Bubba? Okay, dog. Yes, we'll keep you in our prayers, K-Dog. Pinky! Good morning, Pinky. Once again, this morning's coffee is brought to you by Pinky Pigloo over there at Pinky Pigloo's. Speaking of coffee, I'm gonna give you some more coffee. Some more coffee. But yeah, we got more rain coming. So I'm a little bummed I don't get to go play golf with Ranger. I was really looking forward to going to play Dolisi Park this morning and early golf with Mr. Boost. Because we were talking about it last night before we went to bed. We're like, you want to go play early golf, Mr. Ranger? And he was like, yes. He was so excited. His old tail was a wagging. So I feel like I've let him down. But we'll go do some laundry and get us a torta. I'll share my torta with my boo-boos. Good morning, Jackie. It's always swell, well, and hip and groovy when you come sneaking in the old VW bus. You got through that trap door fine. I see it. I see it didn't get flooded last night, so I'm glad you're here. Yes, it's torta day. It's torta day. I'm looking forward to going to get a torta, go do my laundry, get a torta, and then this evening I'm gonna go hang out at Brother James and Sister Dorothy's house, take a shower. He's invited me over to use the shower facilities. He goes, I know you get free showers, but you're more than welcome to come on over so I will come over and hang out with Brother James, Sister Dorothy, and have a shower over there tonight. Shave a whiskery face off. It's all whiskered up. I'm getting all whiskers. My whiskers. You don't know what a torta is? A torta, it's just a sandwich. And I do believe it's Spanish for sandwich, I think. Torta. But yeah, it's a sandwich. It's just a sandwich. I'll vlog it again today. I'll vlog it. But yeah, it's just a sandwich is what it is. Just a sandwich. Some of my Spanish folks might be able to help you out a little bit more on a torta. The actual name of what the name of the torta means. I think it just means a sandwich. I don't know. Jeez, they're just good. I like to eat them. They're good. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. I was picturing a taco. Taco, man. Well, they have tacos and burritos, but they're the only place I've ever seen here in Oklahoma City that has tortas. Like, I guess it's just it's only, I don't know, man. It's like a pressed sandwich. Sandwich, yes, like sandwich, not sandwich, but sandwich. You know. And it's kind of a shape like a tortle, a tortoise shell. Hence the name maybe torta. I don't know, man. I don't know. Good morning, Elsewhere 50. I hope you guys survived them crazy storms over there in your neck of the woods. I know it got nuts this morning at 4 a.m. Just downpour. Oh yes, I'm getting a little hungry myself, but I'm in no hurries today. I'm in no hurries like like Alma said, it looks a little cool out today. I think today's temperature is going to be decently cool. You know, maybe in the mid 80s or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the rain will pull out of here, and I can maybe go throw some plastic. Mr. Boo Boo's and I can go to like um, Woodson Park. Woodson Park. Woodson. You guys have never been to Woodson. I haven't been to Woodson in years and years and years and years and years. Woodson Park is a disc golf course close to my work, but hardly ever anybody ever plays it because it's known for its gang territory over there. I've never had issues over there when I played disc golf and all that jazz. There's an abundance of homeless camps over there, quite a bit of homeless camps, so you kind of got to watch where your disc lands. You want to make sure maybe it doesn't go into one of those homeless camps because you never know where one of those discs can slide. You might accidentally slide into one of their toilet pits, their toilet holes, because that actually happened to my friend. That's why I was talking about it. Ruthie! Ruthie! Good morning, Ruthie. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you're in the old VW bus this morning. Yes, yes, yes. I slept in this morning. I slept good. So I'm like totally like bouncing off the walls because I slept so long, so good. I went to bed like 9ish. It was close to 9. I know I didn't fill up the generator because I fell asleep. Because usually I fell asleep or I fill up the generator at 9 o'clock at night, wake up again at 2 o'clock in the morning, and fill it up again or top it off. Well, I fell asleep and I didn't wake up till 12 o'clock last night. So I woke up at 12, topped off the generator, knew it wouldn't need any more fuel until 5 o'clock this morning. So yeah, I got up at 5 and it was raining, but I ran out there, put some fuel in there, and came back in the bus and went right back to sleep. I just wanted to sleep in today. You can't say we can't stay. Heading to church. All right, sister. All right, Sister Ruthie. Enjoy some church. Have some fun. I know church is so much fun. Enjoy yourself and happy Sunday, Sister Ruthie. Happy Sunday. That sounds sketchy? Sketchy. What sounds sketchy, Jackie? What? The tortas? Nah, tortas can't be sketchy. What's sketchy? What is sketchy? Get some tacos, taco rice today. Taco rice, Rico. Taco what? Taco Rico today? Taco Rico. Oh, man, I need to give me some glasses. So here we are, rolling it. Almost 13 minutes into this vlogcast, and it's actually 44 minutes after the hour in your neck of the woods, my neck of the woods, and everybody's neck of the woods. It's a fart on Sunday. Fart on Sunday. No, that sounds messed up. I seen Brother Mark's fart, so I was like, fart on Sunday. That sounds totally messed up. So scratch that saying. Scratch it. Scratchy, scratchy. Poop pits and homeless camps. The poop pits and homeless camps. Yeah, it's a sketchy place, Jackie, but you know, it's a disc golf course, you know. First and foremost, it's a disc golf course, so it's not gonna deter me. I have played a lot sketchier disc golf courses in my life. The most sketchiest disc golf course happened to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Roosevelt Park, when I was traveling to California via Route 66 in the old VW bus. That park, literally, I witnessed people ejecting substances into their veins via a needle. So that was a sketchy park. There was a lot of gangs at that park, and like I said, I watched some drug activity go down in plain sight, like nobody cared. But it was a good disc golf course, a real challenging disc golf course, so it didn't deter me. And the way I look at things, if I'm not bugging somebody else, you know, let them do what they need to do. I'm not gonna judge them for whatever, because you know that's their deal. So long as I don't bother nobody, they don't bother me. That's how, same thing living here at the old truck stop. Living in the old VW bus at the truck stop. The place you describe when your disc can land in people's poop pits. Yes. Oh, it hasn't happened to me. It happened to a friend of mine, Jackie. I just make sure when I throw my disc towards the woods, that it doesn't go all the way into the woods. Not much Mexican food around here unless you can eat Taco Bell. I'm sorry, Pinky. Fresh and delicious. I'd get upset seeing it. From all toxic hell. No. I mean, it's toxic, yes, but it's definitely not hell from all. Good morning, app, by the way, from all. Hope all's well, swell, totally hip and groovy. Totally hip and groovy with you. Hey, this old stoner. Good morning. Good morning, my brother. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy with you as well. Thank you for joining me in the bus from all. Thank you for joining me and all my groovy friends here in the old VW bus. We're just hanging out. Yes, it's a little late coffee talk, but I slept in. I was sleepy, and the rain just kept me sleeping good. I was a snoring. I was sawing logs. That's what I was doing. The rain and thunderstorms here tonight. Oh yeah? It's that here, K-Dog. I'm gonna give me some more coffee. I gotta get some old coffee. I'm gonna warm up the old coffee. Warm up the old coffee. The old coffee. Let's warm up the old coffee. Oh. Yeah. Just a little bit of coffee. Just a little bit of coffee. It's more coffee creamer. Coffee creamer. Coffee creamer. So, super duper enthused. Can't say I want to see a human poop pity. Let's get off that subject, man. Let's get off that subject, man. Sorry, but I had to give you guys a reason why it's sketchy over there. You know, I mean, that's the two reasons: gang activity and homeless camps. That's it. I mean, the homeless people are nice. I mean, they'll give you your disc back and whatnot, but I just don't want to take those chances, you know, like, That actually almost happened to me once, but not at that disc golf course. It was at Wakarusa Music Festival in the beautiful Mulberry Mountain Ranges of Arkansas. They have a disc golf course there at that festival, and that festival gets so big, people that don't know about a disc golf course camp on the disc golf course. Hundreds and thousands of people will camp on that disc golf course. So when I play that disc golf course, it's a challenging disc golf course because you got people sleeping sometimes right next to that basket or between your tee off place and the basket. So it's like a constant challenge. You're trying to play around the people, and my disc landed next to a sketchy part where somebody used the facilities instead of the facilities, and I was like, no. This is not no es bueno, not groovy. That's the only time. And then I learned my lesson after that. I never went and played that disc golf course again at those festivals. And if I did, I made sure to play holes that had nobody around. Lots of laundry. Yeah, today's my laundry due day too. Jackie Laundry and Tortas. Yeah. Laundry and Tortas. Huh, boo-boos. Yep. Get the boo-boos. He's just chilling. He's the boo-boos. Just chilling. Want to say hi to everybody on YouTube this morning? Mr. Ranger? You want to say... Look at that look. Not this morning. Maybe, no? Here. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ears. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ears. Huh, boo-boos. That's how it goes. That's always from Kentucky Ranger. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ears. So when I pat Mr. Boo Boo's on the head and scratch him behind the ears, that's always from Kentucky Ranger. Always. He's such a happy puppy. Yes, he is. Such a happy dog. Such a happy, loyal friend. Yep, he always is. Pinky. Everybody just loves the Ranger dog. He is. He's my boo boo. Focus. Focus. Sometimes I got to do that to make it focus. Ah, there we go. Alma's been listening. Alma, I hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy. Thank you for coming in this morning. I mean, I do hope you're doing okay over there in your neck of the woods. In the Arizona, in the southwestern part of Arizona. The southwestern part? Is that correct, or southeastern part? Shoot. But I hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy. I try to catch your live exercise bike vlogs, but sometimes most of the times I'm driving. But when I do, it's fun. I enjoy it. Yeah, southeastern part. That's what I thought. Phoenix is the southwestern part. I get the two cities confused. First, if you're coming from California, you go through Phoenix before going on the 10. If you're coming east to west, you go Tucson, then Phoenix on the 10. Yeah. But I don't like traveling the 10 that much. And that the reason is to me, it's illegal, but it's all the checkpoints, the immigration checkpoints along the 10 you go through. I don't like going through those because, going through those in a VW bus, and I feel sorry for the people from other countries. They obviously get the wrath of scared out of them through these people. But last time I went through, there was an 03, and oh yeah, they really looked over the VW bus. That's for sure. But that's the only reason I don't take the 10, is those illegal, and they're illegal. I think they're illegal because what they're doing. They're so far in from the border that it's ridiculous. And they call them immigration checkpoints, but they're just shaking you down is what they're doing. They're shaking you down. That's why I don't take the 10. But other than that, the 10 would be beautiful. It's very hot though, the 10. Very hot. Mr. Boo Boos. Mr. Boo Boos. The last time I took the 10 Alma was when I was driving back to Oklahoma from California in 2003 on the 10, and we hit a heck of a dust storm just east. It was east of Tulsa, or Tucson, not Tulsa, Tucson. And you could see this dust storm for like at least 100 miles back because, the 10 is like just straight. And we could see this dust storm for miles and miles and miles back. And we thought it was a fire. The closer we got, we started seeing these signs saying, don't drive into the dust. Don't drive into the dust. Well, what did I do? I drove right into the dust, right into the VW bus. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So I made it through that dust storm. Unbeknownst to me, it plugged up my throttle cable tube. The throttle cable tube that goes through the ignition or the engine fan housing. And it slowly plugged it up. So by the time I got to Roswell, New Mexico, got outside of Roswell, New Mexico, and this was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving in like Alienville, straight up Alienville, abduction territory, Mulder's type of place he'd like to hang out. Old Fox Mulder from the X-Files. Anywho, all of a sudden my bus starts going faster and faster and faster and faster. It wouldn't stop. I mean, I let off the gas and it keeps going faster. I'm like, what the heck? So I had to turn the ignition off and coast over to the side of the road. So I had to research, get onto my, this is 2003. This is before smartphones, internet, and whatnot. I have books. So I got on how to keep my Volkswagen alive and different books. And I ended up having to put some oil into that tube. And it slowly worked itself out. By the time I got to Texas, it was working itself out. Habos, 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 haboops, habobos. Sorry. Hab, haboob, 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 haboob. Kind of like Habib, but haboob. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Well, this is entertaining though, I bet. Had to fire up the laptop. Man, K-Dog, I need to get a laptop. My friend Misty has offered me a laptop. My friend D has offered me an older laptop. These are old used laptops. My laptop that I had, all of a sudden said I need to take it in to get it repaired. I mean, a blue screen come up, but it said I need to take it in and get it repaired. And I've never done that. I need to do that. It's still, I left it at my mom's. But yeah, I need to get a laptop up and going because that's the only way I know how to make people into wrenches. I can't do it from my phone. YouTube doesn't allow me to do that from my phone. YouTube says no, 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 no. We don't want you doing that. I don't know why. YouTube is just YouTube. Or YouTube, you know. Even though YouTube's YouTube, I'm going to be grateful for YouTube because YouTube has brought me to you, wonderful people, and all you great friends out there. Yes, yes. Let's see what's going on outside. Let's see what's going on outside. Sun's trying to make an appearance, but all that stuff to the north is on its way. These people here, when I got out this morning and was putting my bus or getting my air conditioning, all that stuff slapped into the bus because I had to pull the air conditioner out because of the rain, they were hooking their stuff up to their generator back there. All they did was run their wire. You can see their wire. I don't know if you can. Yes, ha boob. Ha boob. Oh man, ha boob. Thank you, Alma. I learned something new today. Dust storms are called haboobs. Look at those. See, Okies. You know, Oklahoma used to be really known for their dust storms way back in the day. That's how the Okies went to California. You want to hear a bad joke? What's wrong with California? It's all the Dust Bowl Okies and their relatives now. That's what's wrong with California. sorry. I was Anywho, Oklahoma used to be known for their dust bowls or their dust storms, and every once in a while we still get dust storms. But not no more. But yeah, that's how a lot of the Okies went to California in the 30s. That's how the grapes of wrath, you know, the story about the Okies, the great Route 66 migration to California. And what's amazing is, I don't know if you guys have ever been to California or ever drove to California. When you drive to California, when you cross into California, at some point you're going to go through an inspection station, a fruit and vegetable inspection station. These inspection stations were actually put into place in the late 30s to keep the Oklahoma folks and all the dust bowlers that were migrating out of California. That's why they were put into place. A lot of people don't know that, and they still are in existence today. Not to keep Oklahoma people out, you know, now it's, you know, a way to check for fruits and vegetables, but they are actually looking at you. Anywho, so yeah, you cross into one of those suckers, and those are all originated from the Dust Bowl. All the Okies going over there. Yeah, Okie was an insult. See, today, Okie, the term Okie is a very highly proud term to be said and to be called. I see a lot of, I don't know if it's, I'm sure it is in Tulsa over there elsewhere, but I see a lot of stickers that says Okie or Okie hat. Here it's like the 405, you know, because, you know, the 405 is a big deal. I'm sure it's like the 918 over there in your area code. Yeah, Okies. Yeah, it was an insulting term back then. They did not want to be called Okies. That's for sure. And they were treated pretty bad. Once they got to California, it was even a lot harder for them. That's why a lot of them ended up in Northern California. A lot of people I've met from Northern California, they're relatives. My grandpa came from Oklahoma. My grandma came from Oklahoma. My great-grand. I hear those stories, and those are all descendants, of the Dust Bowlers, and they're all now, Northern California folks, and you very rarely run into somebody that, their family's been living in Southern California since the Dust Bowl. My friend Karen, her family moved from Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl, and they still live in Southern California. Like, the little trailer park that was there where all the Dust Bowlers were coming into in Oxnard, California, is still in existence today. It's a real nice trailer park, but it's still in existence. And every time I would ride with Karen into like Los Angeles or something, she would say, "Hey, that's where my grandma was born, right there. That's where my or whoever was born. That's where my family moved from Oklahoma to." Never had to drive through an inspection station, huh? It's okay. It's nothing bad. It's a little odd. So here we are, rolling in 31 minutes into this vlogcast. I'm gonna do just a little extra run-in time, just because I slept in and it's a little late. But I'm just gonna do a little extra chit chat. But I am gonna officially call it right now. Last cup call. Last cup call. Last cup call. Last cup call. All right, Maxwell. You've done your purpose. Have a good night. Good morning. Whatever the case may be. Yep. Oh, a few from your family stayed in California from Oklahoma? That's cool elsewhere. Yeah, Oklahoma and California have deep connections. And that was because of the Dust Bowl, And now, since California, their prices are going out of the roof, to live there. Food, gas, living costs, everything is just skyrocketing. There's an abundance of people from California coming back to Oklahoma. I have seen so many vehicles the past year now with California license plates, and a lot of them are moving back because the price of living is just getting too outrageous there, ridiculously outrageous. When I was living there in 2010 through 2014, I was living in a little one-bedroom apartment. It was basically a loft apartment, or not a loft apartment, it was somebody turned some bungalow cabins, turned the attic part into an apartment, and that's where my ex-wife and I lived. And we paid $1,000 a month for our little bitty place. That was all bills paid, yes. But you know what you can get here in Oklahoma for $1,000 a month? You can get like almost a 4-bedroom house to rent for $1,000 a month. That's not with all bills paid, but still, for $1,000 a month, you can get something a lot more roomier than what you can get in Southern California. Now, you go to Northern California and different parts of California, the price obviously changes. You go to Bakersfield, Fresno area, their living is a little cheaper. If you get up there close to like Eureka, California, and all that, their prices are changed, a little bit different. Over there in the California-Nevada border, way over there, they're living, at one time, it's probably changed by now, it was a little cheaper than, obviously, Southern California. Yes. I live next to a family in Susanville, California, whose descendants moved from Oklahoma in the early 60s. Next door to us in Tulsa by sheer... Wow! That's what you call a small world elsewhere. It's definitely a small world, believe it or not. It's a lot smaller than we... yes, it's a big old, gigantic planet. But the conscious world we live in is a lot smaller than we really realize. It is truly a small world after all. It's a world of fears and a world of tears. That's a great ride. I don't care what you say, man. That's a great Great ride. I love the Small World. It's probably one of my top ones at Disneyland, Disney World. That and Space Mountain and Splash Mountain. See, I come from the Disney. I can remember Disneyland in the '80s like when Star Tours first came out. I can remember that. I can remember going to that Star Tours that summer. I can remember when Captain EO. Captain EO was the Michael Jackson 3D movie that came out at Disneyland. I can remember the People Mover. I can remember the Sky Cars riding through the Matterhorn. I remember that groovy stuff. And that's why I like watching like the videos of like Justin. I don't know if you guys know Justin Scard, but he goes out and finds like old stuff at Disneyland that's still there, that from older rides, you know. That stuff is totally hip and groovy, man. Like, but I can remember Disneyland from those days. Those were fun days. Still fun days, sure, at Disneyland, but I can remember when Disneyland was a little different than it is today. And obviously it's changing massively with the new Star Wars land and everything that's going in there. Just amazing. I mean, they have to change. A lot of people freak out, you know, like bring back the People Movers, which is cool. That'd be really cool. But things have to change, you know. Progress, you know, progress has to be made. You know, Walt Disney was all about progress. He was all about the future and, you know, the progress of mankind, of human transportation. He was big on human transportation. I wish humans would get big on transportation, you know. I would love to have some sort of a really good transportation system here in Oklahoma City where I could just leave my bus somewhere and I could take a bus system or a train system to work. I would dig that. That's what I lived about San Francisco, is I could take the BART system just about anywhere I wanted to go. The BART system was the Bay Area Rapid Transit System. BART for short. So yeah, I would take the BART system everywhere. I'll jump on that thing and, you know, I stayed at Candlestick RV Park. Yes, I had to walk maybe a mile to the closest BART thing from Candlestick Park through a sketchy neighborhood, but that never bothered me. It never bothered me. I'd just jump on the BART system. I'd go anywhere I wanted to go. And if I came up to San Francisco and stayed like in San Jose or somewhere like that, I could still take that system into you know, San Francisco. I like transit systems, and that's what I liked about Walt Disney. He was all about that groovy stuff, and his awesome theme parks. Well, I hope you guys are not getting bored about my yip yapping. I've been doing some yip yapping. Mr. Boo Boos is just chilling. I guess we better get up and about pretty soon, huh, Mr. Ranger? Yeah? Get up and about. And go get some laundry started. Because the torta truck doesn't open up until like 11. So I got a little time to hang out, chill out, relax a little bit, dry out. Well, I'm dried. I stayed pretty good and dry, but never took the BART. The BART was fun, especially when we took the BART from San Francisco over to Oakland, because that runs underneath the bay. And that is so much fun. Totally freaked out my ex-wife the first time we went to Oakland. We went over to Oakland to this it was like a Renaissance festival for hippies. And we took the BART system. And that thing is loud underneath that bay. It's pretty loud. It sounds like monsters or something. And my ex-wife was like, how are we getting, or why aren't we on a bridge? I was like, we're not on a bridge. I was like, we're underneath the bay, we're underneath the ocean. She totally freaked out. She didn't want to take the BART back from Oakland back to San Francisco. She's like, we'll just take a taxi from Oakland into Frisco is like $40. Because it's just crossing that Oakland Bridge. And the BART's like $3, $4 to ride the BART. So yeah, it's a fun little system. They always have issues with the BART. There's always some sort of drama. But I mean, you can't have a big city without drama, you know. I do wish, not wish. It's too bad I wasn't into doing YouTube in 2010 through 2013. That's when I was living in San Francisco. In the summer times only. It's just too bad I wasn't into YouTube back then. Vlogging. I mean, I had no idea what vlogging was back then, so I didn't know no better. Anywho, I hung out at I went and seen the Doubtfire House on Steiner Street. It's literally on Steiner Street, just like in the movie. Steiner Street, nice. It's on Steiner Street. I went and seen this. The three ladies. The house. From Full House. I seen all that stuff. I went and did the touristy thing when I lived there. That was like the first 3 or 4 visits that I lived in San Francisco, or went to San Francisco, because for a time I was doing a lot of commuting between Los Angeles and San Francisco. But then after I started staying up there, most of the time I spent was up on Haight Street and Golden Gate Park, because Golden Gate Park has my favorite disc golf course in the whole wide world, and that's Golden Gate Park. I know there's better disc golf. Well, my favorite disc golf course in the whole wide world is A, Golden Gate Park, B, Coyote Point, my home course in Ojai, California, are my 2 favorite disc golf courses in the whole world. I love it. Golden Gate Park is awesome. Such a beautiful, beautiful park. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Golden Gate Park, San Francisco, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful, massive park. It's about, I think it's the same size as Central Park in New York. Maybe a little bit bigger. Anywho, I would, hang out on Haight Street. I would take the BART system, then take one of the shuttle systems, little bus systems up to Upper Haight Street, because Haight Street runs up at Upper Haight and Lower Haight, because it's a hill. Lower Haight's on the bottom of the hill, Upper Haight's on the topper part of the hill. And oh yeah, I've been to Golden Gate Bridge a few times. Elsewhere, I used to just drive across the bridge just to do it. Because when I was living up there, my boss, he had a 2004 Mini Cooper, a convertible Mini Cooper, a yellow one with a stripe down the center of them, all things. But I would tow that in the back of the RVs, behind the RVs, and if I had to drive around sometimes, or go somewhere to go, meet clients, that's what I drove. So a lot of the times I would drive across the bridge but see, to get to the Golden Gate Bridge is, you got to drive through the city. It's like the 101 literally ends at I can't remember the name of the street. The freeway just ends in the middle of San Francisco, and then you gotta commute. You gotta drive through San Francisco basically to pick up the 101, and then cross the Golden Gate Bridge, and to the other side and all that. And a lot of people don't realize this, because you literally gotta drive through parts of San Francisco. But yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge is awesome. I hung out on that bridge quite a bit of times. I actually witnessed the guy jump off that bridge. Unfortunately, I'm not laughing, but I thought it was like somebody, like a daredevil, like where they jump off a bridge and throw the parachutes out. I thought that's what was happening, but no, it was a suicide. It turned out there's like 2 or 3 people that jump off that bridge a week. So it was kind of freaky. It was kind of it shook me up a little bit to what it did. But yeah, Golden Gate Park disc golf course is awesome. Awesome. Like I said, I hung out in that park quite a bit. There's a famous place there called Hippie Hill. And they also got Janis Joplin's tree. There's a picture out there with Janis Joplin sitting in a tree, and that's right there next to Hippie Hill in Golden Gate Park, and that's Janis's tree. Yeah, I miss San Francisco. That's a cool place to hang out. What did I miss? I need to read some. I need to read some. You guys have been commenting here, and I haven't even seen it because I get yip yapping. I have 2 black labs, chocolate lab. Oh, that's cool, Pinky. I'm listening and getting ready to walk. That's cool. Thank you, Alma. You guys are just—it's like all of a sudden these comments just appeared because I get talking and I'm sorry. You should have taken that out to party in the fenced-in yard. Ah, fenced-in yard. Mr. Boo Boo's. He never hung out in his fenced-in yard when we lived in Ponca. Mr. Ranger, he just assumes to be inside next to Daddy. He always has. He'd go outside to go potty. I let him out, and he had that doggy door from the porch to outside. And speaking of my house, sorry, I just started thinking of my house as soon as I started talking about it. Of course, I don't know if you find folks may not know, I've got to save my house. I got approved for this loan modification, and this week has been kind of an up and down hill with it because we were all of a sudden we were under the impression we got the loan modification until the house sells, because I've had the house on the market, and then all of a sudden we had an offer on the house, and basically I could have sold the house, but I would have walked away with little to nothing, and I didn't want to do that, and because my house needs a lot of repairs. The pipes broke this past winter in it, and then when my ex-wife was living in it, her and her compadres were doing something illegal in there and pouring chemicals down the kitchen sink and completely destroyed the kitchen sink. So the whole place needs to be replumbed, and that's going to cost probably a minimum of $2,500, which yours truly does not have at this time of my life. I mean, eventually, I'll be able to save up, and that won't be an issue. But I was like, holy schmolies, man. So yeah, I'm gonna keep paying the mortgage. I got to figure out the plumbing situation. So I got to start tackling that. So if you guys know any groovy plumbers in the Oklahoma area want to come and help me out, and work with yours truly, that would be swell, well and groovy. I'll pay them in payments. I pay them, but I have to pay them in payments. So that's my next tackle, is I'm gonna have to start tackling that house and all that jazz. So all right, Alma, you have a good walk. Enjoy your walk. I'm getting ready to take off myself. I just been yip yapping. I figured I'd finish my coffee before I get going because I got to at least go do laundry. But I'm just kind of hanging today. The weather is nice to hang out in the bus and all that jazz. I don't have my air conditioner in. I mean, it's beautiful morning, so I'm just yip yapping. I'm just a yip yapping. Oh, Pinky. See, I know eventually Mr. Boo Boos is gonna go do what the Boo Boos needs to go do. And I don't want to think about that because I'm having a groovy morning. I don't. Because I think about it enough. So yeah, it's torta day. I'm excited to go get me a torta. What time we got here? It's only 8:21, man. In my neck of the woods, it's 21 after your neck of the woods somewhere. In your neck of the woods, it could be Bangladesh. And it's 21 minutes after the hour in their neck of the woods. That's what's so groovy, you know? Yes, it's different times, but it's somewhere it's always 20. We're all basically in the same type of time. Do you agree? Disagree? I don't know, man. Yeah, this is almost an hour-long coffee talk this morning, huh? Yeah, it weighs on me elsewhere. That's why I'm going to get off that subject, because Mr. Boo Boos is happy. He's feeling pretty good. He likes his petite eats at night and breakfast. He likes all the snacks and treats he gets, so that's all I care about right now. Yes, yes. Yes, Pinky, you're right. We'll make the most of what we have. That's why I say you got to be grateful, you know? Not just because of that, it's just this world we live in is so chaotic, full of so much bullcrap and hatred and envy and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know. That's why I like doing my coffee talks in the morning. At least I put out some goodness out there, and I receive it right back, and it makes my days groovy, you know. It makes my days really groovy. It's hard to get me into a pissed off mood after I get off or hang out with you guys. It's very hard to tick me off. I mean, yes, like yesterday when I was building these shelves, because I had to go up and build these shelves, rebuild these shelves for all this oil, and I told Gina's the manager, the store manager. I was like, Gina, we got to put the cross bracing on these and somehow bolt them together. And she goes, no. Once they're next to get together, you lock into place with these and they'll stay together. Even though all the ones that's already out there in the store were all bolted together and interlocked together by bolts and screws, she wanted to do something different. Well, once we started getting a lot of oil stacked on these, it started collapsing. I mean, just total structural failure. And I'm no structural expert, but I'm pretty keen on stuff like that. I just think about it. And as soon as the first shelf kind of fell, she couldn't figure out what was going on. She walked out. I was like, James, watch this. Any second now, it's going to pull away from the wall, because she had me tied into the wall with some plastic anchors and bolts that were too small to screw into the wall. So it pulled right out. And he was trying to, like, we got to hold it up. I was like, we're not going to be able to hold this up, dude. The thing is going to start. So I held it up with him just to appease him. But everything all the legs are starting to buckle. I was like, dude, let go and run. And that's what we did. We ran, and that whole thing just buckled, boom, 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 boom. And all that oil came down. Luckily, one quart out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of quarts broke. One quart. And Gina was like, what happened? I was like, Gina, there was too much weight without structural support. And she knew exactly. She had to call David, the whole kit and caboodle manager of the whole Oklahoma City area, and tell him what was up. And of course, by 3 o'clock, we were not anywhere close to finishing, because we had to go get other shelves that already had stock on it, take those apart, rebuild it. We left at 3, just like our warehouse manager told us to do. I felt so sorry for Gina, but if she would have just done it right from the get-go, it wouldn't have happened. But I was so mad at first when it came down. I was like, boom! I was like, ugh. James saw it, but I was like, I had to walk away. It was great. It was, but I quickly shook it off, because it was not my fault, you know. I mean, it was not. I was mad because I was not wanting to be there to clean up that mess. That was not my mess to clean. That was Gina's mess, and Gina cleaned it up. So, but like I said, it does not take. I mean, it It takes quite a bit to make me upset after I get off a coffee talk with you fine folks. It really does. It really, really does. Alrighty, friends, I'm just gonna get the bus kind of opened up, aired out, get things kind of packed up, hang out, all that jazz. I might go live, do some van life chit chat later on. I don't know. You never know. That's the glorious thing about YouTube. It gives us creators carte blanche, basically carte blanche to do what we want to do, so long as it's fun for you guys, fun for us, and all that groovy jazz. I watched Brother Adam the Woo's VideoCon yesterday in Anaheim. That looks like so much fun. It does. You know, it's like created around the YouTube community, you know. That's something I'd like to do maybe some year. Go to that. Go check that out. Can you imagine that? That'd be fun. Bring some of you fine folks along for the ride in the old VW bus to Anaheim, California. That would be great. That's something maybe to look forward to in 2020, you know? VideoCon 2020. Yeah. Let's think about it. 2020. Something to do. Let's pre-plan it, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do a road trip. Let's like first come, first serve. First come, first whoever wants to ride along in the VW bus from Oklahoma to California and back if you want to. You can fly back to wherever. You're more than welcome to. I can fit one person here, a person where I'm sitting, that's 2 people, and then 2 people here. So that's 4 people. Or we can just pack it all in there. We can get as many as we can pack all in here, huh? But we gotta have room for, maybe we just do a caravan, you know, people. We can just have a caravan of people. We can just switch on and off, you know, every few, you know, maybe every 100 miles or so, you know, 4 or 5, 6 other friends jump on the bus. We just travel on down the road. Everybody's in a caravan, you know, heading to VideoCon here in California. Oh yeah, I haven't watched Adam's dad's video in a while. I love watching Jim's his videos. He's very inspirational. I bet I would have loved to have him as a preacher. You know, I just to listen to him probably talk would have been really groovy. You know, he's a cool cat. So is Brother Adam. I know the whole YouTube thing. You know, you got to build barriers. I'm sure once you become a certain, not, you know, celebrity, but yes, it's a celebrityism, but more of a light, you know, out there in the world, like Brother Adam is. I'm sure you got to build, you know, protective wall barriers, which is an unfortunate thing to do because of what goes on, you know, with harassment and whatnot and all the jankiness. But, you know, I like where I am in my little community of YouTube. I like my friends that I've been making, that I've made, because I got 402 subscribers, and I don't look at them as 402 subscribers. Those are 402 friends that I have that follow along in the old VW bus. That's 402 people that hang out here in the old VW bus. Yes, they might not be watching all the time, but that's 402 people. Oh, thank you, Pinky. And I'm very grateful for you. You don't know how much you guys have done for me. Really, that's why I'm still here. You know, since I started my channel in 2015, that's when my life completely changed, is in 2015. That's when my dad passed away. You know, like, when I started this channel, it was to be traveling up and down the West Coast, playing disc golf, selling disc golf merchandise, and living out of this VW bus with my puppy dog and my ex-wife and I. Of course, that didn't happen. You know, my pops passed. That changed the whole retrospect of my life, my whole way of thinking, because my mom lives here. So, it's amazing. Yeah, I've been doing my daily vlogs, Stoner, every day, my Type 2 daily vlogs, since September of 2016 is when I started doing my daily vlogs. Like, basically, I started my channel in September of 2015, and then a year later I started doing my daily vlogs. But between that year, I was putting out like videos. I have like a season 1 and season 2 of my journey in the old VW bus, first starting going down Route 66, all the way to California. And I even did some live stuff then. That's when YouTube was like experimenting with doing live streams, and I was, doing that. I was doing that at different stops, along Route 66. But yeah, I've been living in this bus like almost full time since 2016, when I started living at the Fantasy Frisbee Farm. And then when my divorce happened in October of 2016, I started staying in here all the time. And then, of course, when I moved down to Oklahoma City, I stayed at my friend Daryl's in his little pool trailer for a while because the air conditioner. But after that, I've been in the bus. I've been officially 100% full-time in this bus for going on 9 months now, since September of 2017. Everything happens in September. My birthday, all kinds of groovy things happen in September. So yeah, man, I've been doing this a while, man. Just, it's something I like doing. It's just something I enjoy doing. It just is, man. Yeah, the Fantasy Frisbee Farm, Stoner. Yeah, like, you can go back and check out some older Type 2 daily vlogs way back in, like, 2016 when I was staying there. It's my friend Dave's farm. He inherited his dad's farm. It's like a 400 and some odd acre farm. And he inherited after his dad passed away. And I started building disc golf baskets out there. And I lived out there for quite a while. And I need to go back out there and visit and whatnot. But yeah, it's the name that my friend Harvey came up with, and I kind of spread the word about the Fantasy Frisbee Farm, because it's. I got rain. Hold on. Batten down the hatches. Nick, you come sneaking in, you sneaky man. What you doing, brother man? Welcome aboard the VW bus. This is like an hour plus coffee talk this morning because I slept in. I'm just yip yapping. Been yip yapping since. So, thank you for coming and hanging out this morning. Thanks. Yep. To say groovy. You was born September 57, huh? Heck yeah, Stoner. I was born September 7th, 1976. 9776. There's a lot of sevens in my birth date. So, I'm a lucky 7 type of guy. I'm also a bicentennial baby. Yeah, we got a rain. We got some rain. Oh, I do one every day, Brother Nick. Every morning. Usually it's at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is, if you're there on the East Coast, it'd be 7 o'clock in the morning. But I slept in this morning, man. It was raining, and I was just all comfortable, curled up, comfortable next to Mr. Boo Boo's, and I was sleeping good. So I just slept in until about 7 o'clock. And then I got up and had coffee talk from 7:30 and on. So since I woke up, I've been hanging out with you fine folks, basically. Yeah, we got rain. Can you guys hear the pitter-patter rain? Pitter-patter. Little pitter-patter of the rain. A little pitter-patter. That's what Jackie told me. That I deserve it. Thanks, Brother Nick. That feels good that I had people tell me that. Yes, I work pretty hard. I stay pretty busy. But if I didn't, I don't know what I could do. Like, I gotta do something every day, like I just can't like hang out and just like would watch TV all day or watch movies all day. I know that's fun and groovy and all, but I have to get out and do something. I have to do something every day. And I have to feel accomplished about something every day. Like, I like that feeling, of finishing my days and feeling accomplished with something, you know, if that's just like cleaning the bus a little bit more, or working, or you know, whatever the case may be. I like to feel accomplished, and you know, doing my daily edited vlogs, that's just a part. You know, I feel accomplished by doing that every day, and doing my coffee talks. You know, I like that feeling, you know, a feeling accomplished, that I've done something. It don't matter what. I just didn't like exist. You know, just exist. I guess that's why, you know, I really took to watching Brother Adam LaRue so much, because I've been watching that cat since 2010, since basically he started. And he would always talk about how he always has to do something, like he always has to feel accomplished every day about something. And that's why I connected so well with him. And that's why I thought it was so cool when I actually got to meet the cat way back in 2015. When I met Adam, I wasn't doing videos. We didn't talk about vlogging. We talked about other things other than vlogging, you know, everything from Back to the Future to like music festivals to, you know, just other things, you know, other than like what, you know, other than videos, because I didn't do videos at all. I didn't start doing videos till like 4 months later. You know, and that was from some other YouTuber that I do not mention his name. He's like that cat from Harry Potter, you know. I just don't mention that cat's name, man. He's just the unsaid name. I don't speak that YouTuber's name. Yeah, Brother Adam LaRue is cool. All right, brother man. Peace be with you, Brother Nick. Off to work. Enjoy your day. Today's my day off. I'm going to go do some laundry and have a torta later on. All that groovy jazz, and go hang out at Brother James's house. All that groovy jazz. If it stops raining, maybe we'll go play some golf, Mr. Boo Boos and I. Meet the Boo Boos and I. Yeah, this is a long coffee talk. Because I mean, I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out. And I'm talking to you guys. It's like, what else would I be doing? If I had friends here, I'd be hanging out talking to them. So you guys are my friends. You're vicariously hanging out in the old VW bus. So we're talking. Doing a little talking. Just a talking. And it's raining. It's still raining a little bit out there. I keep talking about tortas. I'm getting hungrier and hungrier for tortas. I'll tell you what, Pinky. I will, when I get a torta, I'm at the, because I'm gonna be doing my laundry at the Route 66 laundromat. And when I get a torta, I will go live, and I will have lunch or eat a torta and share. And if you're there, you're there. If you're not, that's groovy. It will be there for your convenience, my sister, my groovy sister. So that's what I'll do for you, Pinky, since you've never actually seen a torta. They're really good. They're really good. My favorite torta so far comes from Ventura, California. What was the name? It's not the Big Taco. I think it's South Avenue Burrito is the name of the place. Ventura Avenue Burrito is what it is. That's what it is. Ventura Avenue Burrito. And they make tortas. Oh my gosh, carne asada tortas. They would like charcoal peppers, little green peppers. I put some green peppers on it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. And the tortas stand open till 11, but I usually get my torta around like 11:30 because I wait for him to like start cooking and all that jazz before I start eating. Because I like to smell the stuff. Smell this stuff. So I can keep chit chatting this morning on my coffee talk, even though I'm all out of coffee. I drank all my coffee. I don't need no more coffee. Trust me on that. I'm pretty wiry right now. Actually, I feel pretty wired up. Or I can say my goodbyes. You know, it's up to you guys. Or we can just yip yap along. Dishes from other regions, yeah, heck yeah. Like I said, Pinky, torta. Like this is the only like place I've ever found a torta. I'm sure there's probably a couple other taco trucks and maybe a restaurant or two here in Oklahoma City that has tortas, but that's the only place I've found so far for tortas now. Fish tacos, fish tacos. We can talk about fish tacos. I love fish tacos. And there's only one place so far here in Oklahoma I have found fish tacos, and that's right across the street from here, the Flying J Truck Stop at Ricky's Cantina. And oh my gosh, I seen that and I was like, you guys got fish tacos? I flipped out. I was like, oh my, that's what I'm ordering right now, fish tacos. And they're pretty darn good fish tacos. Well, let's look outside. If it looks like it's going to clear up a little bit, I'm going to say my goodbyes and get the bus pre-cleaned, pre-packed, get packed up. Ooh, I don't know, man. Looks like we got more rain. Oh, I know. There's so many kinds of fish tacos, Stoner. There is. Oh yeah, Jimmy Hula. Well, elsewhere when I come up to when I come up to Tulsa, Oklahoma, I'm gonna invite you and your significant other. We'll go have fish tacos on me. How's that sound? Does that sound swell and groovy? We'll meet up at like the Outsider's house, you know. Check out the Outsider's house, you know, see how it's doing, and then go have some fish tacos, you know. Maybe Danny Boy, you know, maybe Danny O'Connor, you know, want to cruise along for that adventure, you know, be like, hey, hop in the old VW bus, let's go get some fish tacos, man. That sounds good, fish tacos. But a torta sounds better. Let me see what y'all saying here. First time I heard of them was like, yeah, oh yeah, that's how people here in Oklahoma, especially here in Oklahoma, when they hear fish tacos, they're like, yuck. But they're good. And his cartoon 3 episodes was cool doing voiceovers. Yes, I drove by the Outsider's house on Friday. Oh, cool. Heck yeah. I haven't been over there in quite a while. I need to get over there, you know, seriously, elsewhere. I haven't been to Tulsa in quite a while. The last time I've been in Tulsa, it's on the vlogs. It's been vlogged. But yeah, I'd like to get over there and check out the house since they've got it remodeled and go in there. I know, and right now, Danny O'Connor's touring with House of Pain. He's over in like Copenhagen or something like that. I think it's Copenhagen, Denmark. The Europeans over there are big House of Pain fans. They're still like in the 90s over there with that type of music or something. But he's over there. And he follows the Westphalia Chronicles. He has a Westphalia Chronicles t-shirt. He's a cool cat, man. He's a cool cat. Yeah, I heard that they were rebuilding that store back there. We've actually had some people send you taco money too. That's cool. I like K-Dog's deal, you know, like people like, you know, buy him lunch, you know, and I like that because he has a PayPal. I have yet to get a PayPal, but I'll get PayPal for like, I want to order stuff from Amazon and stuff like that, and I want to order some fart just because I want to support some fart. I want to get some shirts. I've yet to I want to get an Adam the Woo hat and a t-shirt because I've yet to ever own an Adam the Woo hat and t-shirt. Of course, I got friends now that have those spread shirts, and eventually I'll get some Westphalia Chronicle shirts made, a new batch of I'll get some like old G style, which, you know, are the old school Westphalia Chronicle shirts, and then I'm gonna get some new ones made. You know, I was thinking something like kind of like this in this type of design, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know, but alrighty, friends. I'm gonna say my goodbyes because it's rolling in an hour and 15 minutes into this. I'm just yip-yapping away. I've enjoyed waking up and hanging out with you beautiful people. Like I said, I'm gonna get the bus kind of ready to go. I gotta go inside and use the facilities. The coffee is doing its magic. Until I see you beautiful people in the morning. And what you say about a few times, easy for them to take money, but it was hard to set it up, but to collect money. That's not so much I wanted to be able to collect money on it. I just want to be able to, you know, purchase things or support, like, my friends, like that, because it seems like it's a lot easier to use stuff like that, because all I have is one bank card. And so it's just other things, future things I need to do. So I see you beautiful people in the morning for some coffee talk right here in the old VW bus. Just a little thing I do. Just a little thing I do. Thanks for hanging out this morning. It's been fun. It's been swell, well, and groovy. I love you guys. I love you guys for who you are and for you being just you. I do. So, as always, be kind to one another. Love one another. Be grateful for every single moment of the day, because you just never know. Peace, love, and always Volkswagen grease.